Is there going to be another referendum in the UK? The government there is under increasing pressure to hold a 10 years down the road referendum to determine whether the Great Wall of England, built across the middle of the country in 2025, should stay in place or be torn down. This would only be the third time in 50 years that the UK has held such a referendum. Previous occasions were the so-called Brexit vote to determine whether or not the UK would stay in the European Union, and then the vote that took place on the Great Wall itself. Should or shouldn't the wall be built to divide that country in the first place? We all know the outcome. The Great Wall has been there now for 10 years. But for how much longer? We invited a range of citizens in both the north and south of England to share their views and experiences. We asked some key questions. We invited politicians to explain how the wall works. We wanted to hear about both the benefits the wall has brought, but also about its disadvantages. And how has this changed life in England? Is it still one country, or has the Great Wall of England divided and changed that green and pleasant land forever?
My name is Victor Wood, Vic to my friends. I am 42, and as you can see, I am a southerner. Well, originally I'm from southeast London, but I've since moved out to Maidenhead. You know, go somewhere a bit nicer, have a region to spend all the money I'm making. Do you know this place has the highest amount of millionaires in the country? Outside of London, of course. Yeah, I know. Yeah. No reason to bring it up, just a nice little factoid.
Look, my dad says I got to talk to you, right? But I'm going out in 10 minutes, so can you just hurry up? What do you want to know? Well, my name's Tia, but everyone calls me T, so call me T. I'm 15 and I live in South Yorkshire, which is north of the wall.
Susan Sparrows, an art teacher retired from Stratford. London? No, Stratford-on-Avon, of course.
Oh, God, I'm so nervous. Whew. Well, my name's Michelle. I'm 36. I live in Chigwell with my two dogs and my husband Marvin, of course. And I am a makeup artist. So yeah, what else do you want to know?
My name's Tommy. I'm from Manchester and I'm stuck here south of the wall.
Well, good afternoon. My name is Edwin Arrowsmith. I'm the Member of Parliament for Henley-on-Thames in Oxfordshire, close to the Berkshire border. I've been the MP there for several years. I was born and brought up in Windsor. I went to Eton. And as a Member of Parliament, I was responsible for initiating the idea of the Great Wall.
Yeah, the wall was built about 10 years ago now. Something like that. We're coming up on it, that I do know.
It was Derby Day, yeah, and I've been out in town with the lads. Been on the beer all day. We won 2-1, by the way. Fucking leathered them. And one of the lads took something, yeah, and put it in my drink as a fucking laugh. Normally it's fine, do you know what I mean? Someone drops a bit in your fucking drink, you're like, yeah, buzzing. It gets you going for the rest of the night, but whatever it was, it put me to sleep, mate. Put me to sleep on the train on the way home. And I missed my stop. Ended up some fucking town that I'd never even heard of. And I was like, fuck, I need to get home. How can I get back to Manchester? And they said, not today, mate. They've closed the borders off. The wall's going up.
Well, yes, of course I voted. I was anti-wall, actually, which seems to surprise a lot of people. But well, my husband Marvin, he's from Yorkshire, you see. So you know, it's quite a touchy subject, as I'm sure you can imagine. We experience a lot of grief.
I've got a son. COVID. Don't fucking smirk. I didn't call him after a pandemic. He was already called COVID before all this shit went on. The only contact I've had is the odd phone call or talking through a wall once a month. Have you ever talked to someone through a wall?
Yeah. Cameras are here.
Right.
Are you going to come down and say hello?
No.
All right.
Okay, so my mum, she works for the bakery. Do you know what that is? Well, the bakery is like a secret underground organisation. Yeah, so they operate a black market, like sending packages from like the north to the south and like vice versa. So we send things like Bakewell tarts, Henderson's relish, Yorkshire puddings, you know, all the stuff that's like illegal in the south.
We are, look. That's me and Marvin there. Oh, God, what a time. We actually did a little Christmas job together. That's how we first met. Silly, really. Oh.
Any mates down here, really? Just some lads I work with on site and that. But, they're dickheads, to be honest. They've been fine, like, the last couple of years, but now it's coming close to this war being, like, voted on again, whether it should stay. It's just making the divide between the people from the north and the south even worse. So it's making it fucking hell for people like me, yeah, who are stuck here, who've got to deal with them people on a day-to-day basis, mate. It's hard work.
You know, pubs, restaurants, just walking down the street, we get the comments still. You know, Northern Scum, shout at Marvin. You know, it really bothers me actually. It really upsets me. I actually said to Marvin, like, you know, maybe try speaking a bit more like me. Attract a bit less attention to us, you know, so we can just go out and have a nice time. But, I mean, he can't do that. He's Marvin, all sound like Marvin.
No, we help northerners that are stuck in the south. So right, my mate COVID, his dad is stuck in the south and can't get back up. So the bakery like help them send each other like Christmas presents and birthday presents and that. Yeah, it's like proper good. I'm gonna work for them when I'm older. I mean I pretty much work for them already, right? Yeah, because my mum, she gets me to carry like packages and parcels and stuff like to all kinds of people. Well, no, I don't always know what's in him. I don't think they could be dangerous. Well, how dangerous is a Bakewell tart?
Didn't vote no. What was the fucking point? If they've decided that they want that wall, it's happening. And to be honest, if I didn't get stuck down here on the day they put the wall up, I wouldn't be arsed.
We're trying to have a baby as well. A couple of years ago, we've been trying for a few years now, but he's not interested. Why would you be? He's depressed. That man upstairs is depressed. And it's that war's fucking fault.
No, mate. The war was the absolute worst thing to ever happen to me. I mean, look at me. Look at me. I'm minted because of that war.
Of course, it's limited me opportunities. I can't see me fucking son. Can't watch him grow up a fuck all.
Most people don't remember it, but when it was first put up, that thing was a monstrosity. Nobody took it seriously early on. Like, this Aerosmith character, we were all laughing at him. It's like, oh yeah, you want to build a wall, separate the country, split it in half? Jog on, mate. You're having a laugh.
At first, it wasn't taken too seriously, but gradually people came to realise that it was actually a very good idea. And I did a lot of consultation and people came around to it. talking to local authorities and to politicians right across the country, I found that the politicians were generally supportive once they understood the idea.
But then we let the joke go on for too long. And, well, I guess he's having the last laugh, isn't he?
No, not at all. I don't think anybody has been forgotten about. In fact, of course, as you probably well know, there is a system for applying for transfer between the North and the South. And of course, there is regular traffic between the North and the South. There has to be for economic reasons. So plenty of people have paperwork which enables them to move freely from North to South. All we're trying to do is to stop a substantial migration from one way or the other, which of course would be entirely intolerable and unhelpful economically. What one doesn't want is, if you like, a repeat of the refugee crisis that happened across Europe in 2017-18. In fact, it may interest you to know that it was my visit to Hungary in 2018 to visit President Viktor Orban, who successfully built a wall around the Hungarian border with Croatia to stop the refugees crossing. And that was actually my inspiration.
Yeah, so this woman, like ages ago, this woman called Maggie Thatchin, she shut down like all the northern industry, and everyone up here in the north were like proper mad about it. Like, so yeah, that was one of the like big reasons why a lot of people in the north voted for the wall.
The thing you've got to understand is, all roads lead to Rome. In this case, Rome is London. The money in this country is only ever going to flow one way.
Your good health. I know you were keen to ask me further about this supposed disparity between the North and the South. Well, it's an illusion, you see. My grandfather had a saying which I think is rather good. There's nothing so strange as people. People are people wherever they live.
Sometimes we do think maybe we would be better off on the other side. I mean, I'd be lying if I said we hadn't considered it. Like, don't get me wrong, it's very, very tempting. But, you know, I'm not going to cross the wall illegally. I'm just not going to do it, I'm sorry. Like, I love Marvin, but we could be risking our lives doing that.
I've been round to the coast, I've tried swimming round, I've tried climbing it. Mate, it's fucking brutal. There's army everywhere, and the size of the fucking guns, they're like this, mate. They struggle holding them with two hands, they're massive.
Hi, my name's Sophie. I'm 28 and I'm from Wisbech in Norfolk. Best town in the world, to be honest with you. And I know because I've lived here all my life. So like this is where the magic happens essentially. By the magic I mean my own business. Come on in. Okay. Don't be shy. Yeah. So this is kind of where it all happens. Like you can probably tell, but like I have my own sort of like gardening business. If you want to like pan to the floor. This bit as well, yeah. Yeah. Zoom in if you want. Oh, stunning. Yeah, I kind of started my own garden business from scratch, really. Smell that. Like, that could be in a perfume, couldn't it?
Hello, my name is Owen Jones and I'm a music fanatic from South Wales. And I buy and sell CDs on eBay.
Hello, I am Reverend Deborah Musgrove and welcome to my parish in Berrington, Shropshire.
Well, sir, my name is Michael O'Flaherty. My friends call me Checkpoint Charlie on account of the fact I work here at the checkpoint at the Great Wall. I live in Coventry with my wife and my son John. He's a good lad, but he takes quite a bit of looking after. All right, sir, yes, you can go through. I'll tick you off. Well, I was working in the construction industry when the wall was built, and then I put myself forward They wanted people to help build the wall, help with the bricks. And they called me for the interview. They said, Mr. O'Flaherty, could you build 500 yards of this wall in 4 weeks? And I said, no. No, I said, I could maybe build 10 yards of this wall in 4 weeks. And they said, well, how many people have you got working for you? And I said, well, it's just me. All right, yes, you go through. I've ticked you off. Well, they called me back. They said, we enjoyed your interview, Mr. O'Flaherty. We'd like to offer you the work on the wall looking after the checkpoint at West End. Well, it's very convenient. It is to where I live.
I'm just so excited. My favourite topic is the wall.
Hiya, yeah, I'm Jess. I'm 35 and I'm a chef. I live in London, but I am originally from the middle. They basically gave us 3 years to decide whether we wanted to be northern or be southern. Me and my husband at the time, ex-husband, decided that it might be a good idea for me and my career in the chef world to move down to London. 18 months to go, he turns around to me and says, I think I might be a northerner now. So he went up to Manchester and left me on my own, having to fend for myself in London, the capital.
I think people really, they had enough warning about the wall going up. So if they wanted to be near their family, they should have organised themselves a little bit better. Once the results were in, it was absolutely mental. Everyone in the area was just buzzing.
Well, there's certainly better theatre now, I tell you that. But now we have the professionals from London, and we're going back to a golden age, I feel.
I mean, for one thing, we have far less immigrants coming over to us and bothering us, trying to take our jobs and that.
Well, I'm just about to spend the weekend at my friend Debbie's. She lives in a lovely place in the south called Ashington. I don't need to cross borders as such. In fact, I think I might be going quite further down south. Yes, I think that's everything. Cheer.
Hello, this is Michael O'Flaherty, and I'm here in my backyard, and I'm doing some repairs to this wall here. Now, I'm being filmed by my son John. He's a good lad, but he has learning difficulties. So you must understand if there's a little bit of a wobble in the filming. It's all right, John. You're doing very well. Now, as you can see, this wall needs a little bit of attention. It's a dry wall, which means you don't need no cement. So we put the stones on like this, here, one on top of the other, and they rest against each other, like that. Oh, of course, this is quite different to the Great Wall, which is quite a bit higher, of course. Thank you.
What do I think of the wall? Well, if truth be told, it's probably one of my favourite albums.
You can switch the camera off now, John. That's it. Switch it off.
I thought this documentary was about the wall. The album. Pink Floyd. Now you mention it, I overheard someone talking about a wall down at the pub. Huh. I just thought they was getting an extension. It's our COVID's birthday, so I've come down here to the wall to throw his present to him. Are you ready, son?
Is this yours? I'm taking this bag. No, don't you go creeping away. That's smuggling, that is. You can't throw things over this wall. It's not allowed. That's why they built this wall. Oh, don't you go getting on your phone. I want to know what's inside this bag. Well, if you won't be telling me, I'll have a look myself. COVID! It says COVID here. Is this some sort of a joke?
Happy birthday to you. What do we think of people trying to cross the wall?
I've got a plan, mate. I've been speaking to this guy from down in London, yeah? Some, like, gangster guy, he's called Vic, and he travels back and forth across the wall, takes people with him, like some sort of human trafficker.
I am not, nor have I ever been, a human trafficker.
I am in talks with a very viable company who can get people onto the other side of the wall. All it takes is a little payment.
Fair play to him, mate. If they can get across, then fucking fair play to him. Hats off to him, but it's hard.
You sure they want to risk it?
I've tried many a fucking time.
The challenges around a railway line are that it has to go straight. Now, a wall can move around, so the difficulties of obstacles, whether they're natural or architectural, could more easily be resolved. So I spent a lot of time also consulting. I had 100 civil servants, working on the route of the wall and negotiating locally. Local authorities in the areas affected made their own decisions as to whether they would prefer to be in the north or the south.
My eldest, Andrew, he was toying with the idea of reading politics in Manchester, but Oxford took him in the end and we didn't have to worry about that.
I mean, if you're trying to cross the wall, you must have a bit of a big death wish.
I mean, if there's a serious lack of employment where you live, and you know that just a couple miles down, there's a golden city of opportunity just waiting for you, you gotta go for it. And to be honest, I think that takes a lot of bravery, a lot of guts, and a lot of exactly what it takes to succeed in this country.
Alright, all I'm trying to do is go up to the north in a viable and respectable manner, and now I'm being hounded for it, so if you've got anything else to say, I think this interview is over and I'd like to enjoy my after work drink then, please. Thanks.
So you're basically asking me what is my opinion on people from the north when I'm from the north? You a fucking muppet or what?
I've no idea. I've never even seen it in films. My dad won't let me watch southern films, only northern ones. You know, like Kes, the Full Monty, that kind of thing.
For one, I can't really even understand anyone's accents from up there. They just sound so higgledy-piggledy to me.
We're all the same, in my opinion. Just some of us are richer.
Dunno. Never met a southerner. I mean, you hear rumours about them. Like, you hear rumours that they're all allergic to gravy, and then they wear the big coats, even in a heat wave. Freaks, I tell you.
I think lazy. I think unhygienic. I think they're just wasting all of our NHS's time because they're all alcoholics and can't really get it together, really.
They're saying that Manchester's the capital of the north, innit? So, if I'm in the capital of the south, why not go and see what the capital of the north is like?
You heard him, he's lovely. I think Northerners are lovely. I don't know why people can't just accept I'm in love with a Northern man. What have I really done wrong?
I think it must be truly awful to live in the south. Yes, my sympathy is with every southerner. You see, they live so close together, it's just so densely populated, especially London. People live in such big high-rise flats with so little green space.
Like I said, business is pretty booming for me over here. very scummy areas up in the north. Not like us here.
And house prices are so high that people are forced to rent their entire lives. A few years ago, I heard a shocking statistic that 95% of Londoners have never seen a sheep. Yes, it upset me too, so it spurred me to create this little project, Adopt a Southerner. And people from my parish donate items, and we make these little packages and send them to the south, mainly London, yes, in the hope that it might brighten up their lives a little bit.
If the wall comes down, I just know it's going to absolutely kick off. Like, people will be absolutely furious, myself included.
If it comes down, my life goes back to normal. I get my kid back, I get my life back. I don't think it's coming down.
I voted against the wall, and I shall be voting no again in the upcoming referendum. Yes, I am passionately against the wall. I write letters every week to Edwin Arrowsmith. Every week since the wall went up, so that's 10 years now.
I receive a whole series of pleading letters from a vicar in Shropshire, telling me how dreadful the wall is and the deprivation that it causes. I think she's a mad woman, to be honest. Probably shouldn't say that, but frankly, she rants. She thinks Southerners are deprived.
I am still waiting for his response.
I mean, I even voted for the wall because I just thought that it will give me a better break and I'll be able to move on in my career. But obviously moving down here, I've lost people, a person very close to me. And it's been hard to make those kind of friends around here, partly due to sounding different to them. But yeah, it's been very hard.
I'll be voting as I voted 10 years ago. The wall stays up. In fact, let's build it 6 feet higher. Yeah, you hear me, Arrowsmith? 6 feet higher.
I think I can speak on behalf of me and my husband here in saying that we will very much be voting anti-wall.
So my dad, he voted for the wall, but my mum, she voted against the wall. So, yeah, you don't really bring that up in our house.
I am here just to live a peaceful life. I just want my own time with my family. I'm retired now. I want to live my days in peace. And if the rest of the people over on the other side of the wall want to do that, then that is fine with me. As long as they don't come into my space, I won't come into their space.
Obviously, in the end, it went to a referendum, which I was very active in supporting a yes to the wall vote.
No, I hope the wall stays up because I would be ruined if it was taken down. I would be ruined. I can't abide that.
Do I think the wall has served its purpose? If the purpose of it was to stop me seeing my son, take away my freedom, and up all the taxes, then yeah, it served its purpose. Fucking good one.
Yes, it has. And it should continue to do so. Please God, this referendum. People wake up.
I think the wall is going to be there for a good while. Obviously, it was a substantial cost to build it. It has resulted in lots of changes in the way that we operate and run business in this country and run local government and so on. I could see a time when perhaps it would no longer be necessary and it might be dismantled. I don't think that is in the immediate future, however, and I think we have to make sure that, like with lots of things, that one doesn't throw out the baby with the bathwater, as it were.
Has the world changed what it's like to be English? How would I know? I'm Welsh.
Changed what it means to be English? No, Englishness hasn't changed at all, mate.
Of course it has, mate. We used to be the fucking kingpins of the world, do you know what I mean? We owned everywhere. Everywhere. England owned, do you know what I mean? Everyone was fucking scared of us. Now, we're the big fucking pussies of the world.
I don't really see myself as English, just Northern. Northern through and through.
Being English is about hating where you live, but it's about hating the next town over even more. It doesn't matter how bad your town is, as long as there's a town just over the hill that's worse and you can hate on it. In a sense, the North-South Wall is the most English thing there is. And that is a thing of beauty.